Hi everybody and welcome to Premier League Projectotron, the prediction site with a difference. Today we have the Merseyside derby. Liverpool are facing Everton and Rory, two teams with incredibly contrasting form.
Exactly, yeah. At the start of the season, it was hard to see what way these teams were both going to be going. And now, you look at the Merseyside derby over the last few years and the way these teams have been playing, it looks like it's going to be fairly lopsided. It's 5 years in a day since Everton have actually won this derby. And with the way they've been playing recently, and the way Liverpool have been playing recently, especially with that resurgent win against Bolton in the cup, it really, really looks like this is going to be a nice Merseyside swan song for Steven Gerrard in this fixture. I'm predicting 2-0 here. Gerrard's not going to get a goal because he's going to do his Superman thing. He's going to try desperately to get a goal.
Right.
Never ever works. He saw that at Chelsea last year. You see it whenever Liverpool need a result. He's like, of course I'm going to score from 40 yards. And he hasn't in a decade, really, when he needs to. This is just gonna be Liverpool dominating. I think they're in good form. They're going to be confident. And these games, while over the last few years, they have 4 of the last 5 results have ended in a draw. This one's definitely going to be a Liverpool win for me, especially with Sturridge back, with Sterling and Coutinho in such great form, and Liverpool's defence looking quite solid. Everton at home have been pretty bad over the last few games as well. All season, in fact, they've only kept 3 clean sheets, one of which was against Aston Villa, and the other 2 were draws. So, it's a fairly foreboding task for Roberto Martinez and his boys here. I'm going to say 2-0 Liverpool win.
Okay, I definitely agree. It's going to be a Liverpool win. Obviously, in recent years, this has been quite a fiery affair. A lot's been made about the amount of red cards and yellow cards doled out between these two sides, especially in the Premier League. But I think that this is actually going to be a lot more cautious, a lot more staid, and a lot more reserved. I think that what's going to happen is Liverpool are going to be able to control the ball in midfield, which is where Everton have really changed from last season's Everton, when they were so successful with Martinez guiding them almost to a Champions League berth. They really, really were able to control the ball with that lovely midfield triumvirate of usually Barkley and McCarthy, and Gareth Barry is the anchor. This year, Barry has gone off a cliff. McCarthy has been largely injured. Barkley's been in and out of form, and they haven't had anyone else to step up. Liverpool, on the other hand, it seemed just a couple of weeks ago when Lucas was ruled out that they were going to suffer really, really badly with controlling the game. But what's happened instead is Emre Can, who a lot of people criticised at the start of the season and who spent a lot of the start of the season, in fact, riding the bench, has really, really come into his own. He looks really assured in possession, really intelligent. Stevie G is now taking a little bit of the Lucas role on. He's not bombing forward as much, which is why his shots are going to be from farther out. And since on the limited evidence we've had, Coutinho has really started to find a bit of the old magic that he had when he first arrived, a little bit of the ingenuity and the craft that he flashed when he first came from Italy. If he and Sturridge and Sterling can combine in the way they have been in the last 2 games, then Everton don't stand a chance. As it stands, I think Everton are probably going to be just more up for this than they have been for previous games, but I still can only see Liverpool winning. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win to Liverpool.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be Danny Sturridge.
Oh, very nice.
What about Projectotron?
Projectotron reckons, well, this is true to form. This is going to be a fun game for everybody to watch. Lots of chances, lots of opportunities. Surprisingly, dominated by Everton, possession-wise at least. Romelu Lukaku is going to have an early goal marked out for offside, but then in the dying seconds, Emre Can, who you've just praised, is going to go in a little too rashly on Ross Barkley in the box. Leighton Money Baines is going to convert the penalty for a 1-0 win for the Toffees. Surprising against well, everything we've said, but Projectotron putting itself out there. 1-0 to Everton.
Okay, so there you have our predictions. Rory is picking a 2-0 win for Liverpool. I'm going with a 1-0 win for Liverpool, but Projectotron is sticking with the Toffees and saying they'll clinch it 1-0 in another fiery, exciting affair. Yeah,
I think so. Actually, I think it's been a long time since we've had a red card in this. Like, it's been at least 5 matches, and considering that Liverpool and Everton under Rodgers and Martinez respectively are almost always top of the fair play league, I'd say you could go another game without a red card here.
Well, whatever it is, we seem to be all in agreement that it's going to be an interesting, fascinating game. So, enjoy it. Don't forget to check out our Premier League Projectotron next week. And if you want to look back at our Super Bowl Projectotron, that's up on the side already. Thanks very much for joining us. Until we see you next, enjoy the football.